From the beginning of the semester to now, my definition of leadership has grown and changed the more I understood the concepts of leadership and followership. Even though I had only gone one or two classes before we all came up with leadership definitions, the introduction to the course opened my eyes a lot and showed me that leadership was much more complex and collaborative than I initially thought it was. My original definition of leadership was a style of collaboration that puts emphasis on group cohesion by facilitating team efforts and showing empathy for the thoughts of the team members. This leads to overall efficiency and mutual respect. After reviewing a lot of the class definitions of leadership from the beginning of the semester, I identified some overall common themes. A lot of these included being goal-oriented, taking charge and initiating, guiding and supporting, being a positive role model and setting the tone of the group environment, being inspiring, and building trust and positive relationships. I think over the course of this class, our definitions as a whole have definitely shifted. I think that we have all come to a mutual understanding that leadership is a collaboration rather than just taking charge and being responsible for the actions and dynamics of the group. We now understand that followers have just as crucial a role as leaders do. They're just as active in the group process and team dynamics. Leaders can't act alone. Without the support, ideas, insight, and efforts of the whole team, they're not effective as leaders at all. Before I delved more into the content of this course, I thought of leadership and advocacy as separate concepts. Now I believe that leadership and advocacy can't exist without being intertwined with each other. I believe that advocating requires leadership qualities in order to get the ball rolling on the social and occupational issues we care about, just as leaders require advocacy for the voices of the followers and for themselves in order to be effective, cohesive, and mindful of the struggles and needs of others. Before taking this class, I used to think about leadership in a way where being a leader was selfish and that the followers of the team were just passively supporting. I never viewed myself as a leader in the past, just as a follower, and even then I was self-conscious of my ability to, quote, take charge and lead a group to victory or towards a common goal. I became aware not only that there are many different leadership styles throughout this course, but that followers play just as important a role. This resonates me because my prior negative connotations with followership were challenged the more we really got into the course content and my understanding of this dynamic increased. Although I still feel as if I have a lot to learn about these concepts in clinical or real-life settings. I used to think that I was never a leader, but I realize now that there are many different styles and tactics that leaders use. The one that most stuck out to me was the concept of encouraging the heart, as I feel like this encompasses my own personal leadership style. I tend to focus on the well-being of the people on my team and make decisions that support them while also motivating them through showing that I care about them and their ideas. Going into my future settings as an OT, I will work to strengthen this leadership style in order to create connections with those that I work with and maintaining compassion and empathy while still being effective at working towards a common goal. Just as leadership and advocacy are connected, I plan to use my leadership skills to hone in on what I care about or think I should change so that I can advocate and put my plans into action with the support of like-minded individuals. This could be in terms of a client, social justice issues, occupational justice issues, really anything across the board that I come across. And really overall, I'm grateful for this course because it opened my eyes to the reality of leadership, and I'm really excited to see what places these skills will take me in the future. Thank you.